Good morning, welcome to Ferrigno Freedom channel. I'm Dante Ferrigno. It's nice to have my returning viewers back again, and for all you new viewers, hopefully this will be a revealing video for you, because I've had a lot of people who keep asking me the same thing. Isn't it really the exercise that changed everything for you, and it's not the diet? Well, I want to be able to address that in a single video. Because I continue to get so many questions about it, I thought I would make one video addressing those things. I'm getting some breakfast ready now. This is lamb loin chops, one of my favorite things to have on Lion Diet. Even though I do eat a lot of beef, when I can get lamb, it's wonderful. And since they've been on sale again for $5.99 a pound at Sam's Club, I've been glad to get them. But as to the point of whether or not exercise is the key, I would say no, it was not the key. And the reason is many times in my life, I have gone through working on getting exercise that I wanted to get, also while eating what was considered a nutritious way of eating, whether it was going with a lot of vegetables and fruits, or if it was even having some kind of diet food that was being sold by some company. You know, I've tried everything like most other people out there. And in 48 years, until I started Lion Diet, I never found anything that allowed me to have sustained consistency like I have been able to since I started eating Lion Diet. And I had periods of time where exercise was a big part of my life. Like I remember back in 2010, I was doing the Beachbody exercise with Shaun T, and it really helped me improve my strength overall and changed my physical structure underneath. Like my muscles were really getting strong, but it didn't do a whole lot to get rid of all the extra weight that I was carrying. And it was hard to sustain because it was so intense that it was easy once I got through the program one time to kind of be like, all right, well, I'm done with that. I'll just move on. Or it didn't become a lifestyle change. There were two things about doing this way of eating that changed things overall. One, and this is the most important, was that once I started eating this way, I started to have the energy to want to exercise and get out and walk. And I'm not doing heavy exercise. I mean, I'm not hitting the gym like a lot of people are. I'm simply rucking and using a lot of resistant exercise, especially back in 2022. I was doing a lot more push-ups and squats than I am even now. And I've been getting back to a lot of rucking lately, and that has made a lot of difference in just 3 weeks of doing that. That's really what led me to be able to have this type of exercise regimen, in addition to the fact that the discipline that comes from being so strict on what I put in my mouth has increased my ability to have discipline in other areas, like waking up first thing in the morning and saying, I need to get out there and get it. I don't need to lay in bed any longer like I used to in the morning when I had a lifestyle of staying in bed as long as I could, whenever I could. If I didn't have to be at work, I didn't get up at the same time every day. You know, keeping your body in balance overall. I mean, there are a combination of things that go into having optimal results like I've been able to achieve on this way of eating, but it was the way of eating that led me to it. I couldn't have done it without the carnivore way of eating, and I couldn't have sustained it without it either. I'm living proof that this diet is sustainable, and I'm only one of many. We got other people out there like Miss Maggie, who's been doing a carnivore way of eating for over 60 years, and in her 80s, she looks fantastic. And she's healthier than most people in their 50s or 60s. That's what I just wanted to come and address real quickly. So hopefully I could put that baby to bed on why everybody keeps saying that it's not the diet, it's the exercise. Believe me, if it was just exercise, I would have achieved these results previously. But I was not able to because I was eating the wrong things. Quickly to address the vegetable issue and fruits, the reason why I still stay away from those is one, I had leaky gut. That's what led me to this diet. And it's the lectins in those vegetables that caused the problem with the leaky gut. It's also the sugar in the fruits that causes me to want to go back to eating more sugar. And the fact that all of our fruits and vegetables have been either genetically modified or crossbred to be sweeter, more pest resistant. They're just not the same things that they were designed to be in nature. They have become hybrids. They're frankenfood. They're essentially processed foods themselves. So that's why I stick with the carnivore way of eating, specifically the Lion Diet, because it works and it helps me to maintain the consistency on exercise that I've been able to as a result of eating this way. I almost let people who tried to convince me that exercise was not only not necessary, but also possibly detrimental to you, get into my head before. But I know for a fact that exercise is a key part of having optimal results. And I encourage you to keep pushing on with your proper eating and taking care of your body so that you can be ready for whatever comes at you today. Anyway, be sure to check out my website, Ferrigno Freedom, for more information on things I talk about here and a whole lot of other stuff that's available to you, including the opportunity to be on my channel talking about how a carnivore way of eating has changed things for you. If you've had results that you'd like to share, there's a place to fill out a form on my website for that, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you guys next time.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?